This year, serum on my shit, so please don't ask me, that shit dead. Now I'm taxing niggas who used to tax me. Just tax me, always on my phone on where that check be. And I've been through some shit and it affect me. Cutting up in traffic, rockin' D, that's how you actin'. I was waiting on the bag, as soon as it hit, I'm getting active. Tired of fucking with my family, know some friends, they like my family. Guess it's time to take a trip, I'm on my shit, let's go to Cali. Let's bring it back for Diddy, I'm the hardest in the city. I keep that shit 1,000, hit the mall with all my 50s. I'ma spoil you if you with me, I've been wrong, but now I'm shitting on anybody who play with me or treat me like I'm different. Turn the suspect to a victim, turn the bus pass to a busy. Niggas sitting in the house when there's a drought, you niggas silly. Keep my eyes on my own paper, niggas hate I make a living. I'ma reach my destination, I ain't gonna stop until I get it. They used to make me look bad, got grams inside the book bag. I used to want a scooter, met a nigga and I took that. They like how I maneuver, I don't be moving like your bitch ass. Now everybody shooters, niggas eating where they piss at. Real gold shit, bitch. Check this out. You see how I'm coming? Fuck out my way, bitch. 3G phone. Yeah. I've been on their ass since November. I've been down to my last, but I ain't quitting. I was walking out of class, I'm with the bippers. Time out, get on my ass, you know I'm dipping. And before they hit the flash, I'm getting busy. You know everything is faster when I'm pushing. I would never spend my last on no pussy. I've been dripping, I've been flashy, got them looking. I like bitches who get nasty when they sucking. Take it out and then I ram it in they stomach. I like bitches call me daddy when they coming. Rockin' D, yeah, I'm the hardest in the booth. I promise to get my all to get it true. I've been scarred, know my heart has been abused. Giving sauce what it costs for them shoes. I'm a boss, no I'm far from them dudes.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand it. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand it. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand it. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What up, what up, what up? Happy Sunday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. I am Cannon Hotep. I appreciate you guys rolling with me tonight. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please like and share this stream. Please let people know we live. The more likes we get, the more views we get, the more comments we get, the bigger this channel grows. And YouTube can't stop me. Right now they're trying to shadow ban me, but you know, this is contingent on viewers like you. I appreciate you guys being in here with me tonight. We got a good show for you tonight. So, but before I get started, I got to do this. This is a part of one of the things we're going to be talking about tonight. I just want to say, never forget. Never forget. Never forget. You still believe in that Build Back Better bullshit? Joe Rahim Biden signed an executive order to stop all construction on the border wall. Not only did he stop construction, he left like a 20-foot gap between the two border walls. Basically, he was like, nah, nigga, don't finish that shit. Leave it exactly how it was. I'm not sure if people really understand how important that border wall is. All I hear is, but they got different technology to stop the border crossings. What's that? Well, they got drones. Drones? What the fuck they gonna do? Blow the motherfuckers up crossing the border? You need a barrier. My question is, where was all this energy when Barack Obama wanted a border wall and border security? When Joe Biden voted for 700 miles of border fence? Oh, you don't believe me? Don't take my word for it.
The system's still broken. And to truly deal with this issue, Congress needs to act. And that moment is now. This week, the Senate will consider a common sense, bipartisan bill that is the best chance we've had in years to fix our broken immigration system. It will build on what we've done and continue to strengthen our borders. It will make sure that businesses and workers are all playing by the same set of rules. And it includes tough penalties for those who don't. It's fair for middle-class families by making sure that those who are brought into the system pay their fair share in taxes and for services. And it's fair for those who try to immigrate legally by stopping those who try to skip the line. It's the right thing to do.
I voted for a fence. I voted for 700-mile fence.
Now, my question is, what changed? Because the situation didn't. I'm going to tell you exactly what changed. Politics changed. They don't care about you. They're only glomming on to what's popular at the time, the popular opinions at the time. Understand, folks, America's being mortgaged out to the highest bidder. And soon, the land you call home will be nothing but a dystopian prison that you only see in movies. Now, I made that video. When was that? I made that March 5th of 2021. Ain't that funny, huh? That is hilarious because what's happening now? Old Joe Nichols looking, the Democrats want to finish and complete what Donnie T started. They want to finish and complete that wall. Not the wall that Donnie T wanted. Not the wall that only Donnie T wanted. The wall that they wanted too. But see, it was so convenient to use Donnie T as a scapegoat, saying that it was racist and this and that to build this wall. Now all of a sudden, it behooves them to finish this wall. And we already know how it's going to go, right? This is how they spin it. Donnie T, he said he was going to finish the wall, but he fell through on his promise, and they're going to make it seem like, you know, Nickel Slick coming to save the day. We already know how that's going to go, right? See, the reason why this is happening, though, if you don't know, is that a lot of these virtue signaling, quote unquote, liberal strongholds in sanctuary cities, right? The ones that kept saying they was sanctuary cities and all this other stuff, right? They reneging on that shit, right? They reneging hard, bro. You know what I mean? Let me see where I'm at. Here we go, right here. The first person to come up and say, you know what, I can't do this. I can't deal with this right now, is the DC mayor, Muriel Bowser. You know what I mean? Telling you, shit's crazy. Oh shit, we see. We got Svenstead with the 20, I guess, was that a Deutschmark Svenstead? He said that, you like my thumbnail? I appreciate you. So I've been working hard on them thumbnails, people. I've been working real hard on them thumbnails. I'm trying to get good at that shit. We got Art Dog with $1.99. Give to Don DeMarco for Svenstead and Art Dog. I appreciate both you guys. Give you a round of applause as well. He says you will own nothing and you will like it. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Jay Polon says Hotep's been told you. I called that shit. So check it, right? Let's go over here to the New York Post. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser requests National Guard help after busloads of migrants cause crisis. After busloads of migrants cause crisis. See, now it's a crisis because it came to her doorstep, right? And she wasn't the one that Greg Abbott was, you know, targeting. He was like, yo, take them to the steps of Congress. Let these niggas deal with that shit. It's their problem now. They don't want to do shit down here. Kamala Harris don't want to come down here and deal with this shit. Remember what she said when old boy was like, you ain't been to the border, and she goes, well, I haven't been to Europe either. You know what I mean? They don't care about it, right? But now you got your liberal strongholds, DC, right? Muriel Bowser, same woman that refused to send the DC Metro to help on that day in January, the same woman that refused to also co-sign off on the National Guard going to help out ahead of time for that day in January. Now she wants the National Guard to come help her with her quote unquote migrant crisis. After all throughout Donnie T's tenure, right? She's talking about we'll be here, you know, we have shelters, we want to educate them and give them health care and all this other shit, all this virtue signaling shit that she thought was never going to come to her doorstep, right? Just to pander to her voters. Now all of a sudden she wants the National Guard to be, you know, on call for the coach buses that Abbott's sending up there. So let's check this shit out. Let me see something. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser has requested the National Guard to step in to help handle the arrival of thousands of migrants from the U.S.-Mexico border, saying the nation's capital has reached a tipping point. Is that right? So now all of a sudden when Abbott call you on your shit, he call you bluff, like, whoa, hold up. We ain't got room for them. We already got a fucking homeless crisis here with, you know, our shelters being overrun with that shit. Now you sending them here? We ain't got that type cash, bro. We ain't got the space. All right? It's funny how that shit go when somebody call you bluff, right? When they think you ain't about that life and you ain't gonna do shit, and then you fucking say, all right, word, hold my fucking coffee. And then he does what he do. You know what I mean? So it says, in the July 19th request for assistance to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, Bowser reported that over 4,000 individuals arriving nearly 200 coach buses have come to D.C. since April, when Texas Governor Greg Abbott, and Arizona Governor, I ain't know the Arizona Governor got in on it too, Doug Ducey, pledged to put migrants on charter buses to protest the Biden administration's immigration crisis. See, the thing is when they said they was going to do that shit, everybody was like, no, they not. They posturing. They just threatening to force, you know, to force to see if Nickel Slick he jumped. No, they wasn't joking. They was like, yo, we got a problem down here. We dealing with this shit. Now we gonna bring it to your doorstep. Y'all can handle that shit. That shit is hilarious to me. That shit is fucking hilarious to me. Right? Like I said, they can virtue signal all they want. Right? The Democrats, the left, they don't ever play by the rules. Right? Republicans always looking for that fair fight, right? They always looking for that fair fight. You feel me? And the Democrats, they always got loaded gloves and shit. You feel me? So Abbott was like, all right, cool. No, that's cool. Y'all cool with them coming across the border? All right. Let me send them to your state. All right. So Muriel Bowser, she tripping, right? Now she want help. Now we need to handle this. All right. And it's not just her. It's not just her, right? We also had your boy, what's his name? Eric Adams up there in New York. You know what I mean? He up there doing the same shit. He doing the same shit. Right? He was up there posturing. We need more translation in schools, right? We need more translation in schools. We need more job opportunities and job placement for undocumented citizens. We need this. We need right posturing, virtue signaling, because he was running for office at the time. He wanted to make it seem like, you know, hey, I'm here. I'm for this, because that was their grift. Remember that was their grift, because they think that those people were going to be their new voter base. They was going to replace us, and that was their new voter base, right? Check this shit out.
This is a real burden on New Yorkers as we're trying to do the right thing. We already, as I stated, we already have an overburdened shelter system. So now we're talking about, as you stated, food, clothing, school. This is going to impact our schools, because we do not turn away individuals because they're undocumented. Translation services. There's just a whole host of things that this is going to produce, and that's why we need help in getting this done, and we need the right coordination to make it happen.
Right? Now he done changed his tune. Right? Now he done changed his tune. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something here. Let me see. Is this it right here? Here we go, right here. Check this shit out, right? Let's see how you changed this tune, but check this shit out right here though. This is from what? October 20th, 2021. We should protect our immigrants, period. Yes, New York City will remain a sanctuary city under Adams' administration. Ah, my goodness gracious. Look, somebody, what's this? Marcia in Texas, Marsha in Texas. How's that working out for you? How's that working for you? Oh, man. Because that tweet did not age well. Bruh. Now you see how they changed their tune, yo. Now you see how they changed their tune. It was so easy to do that because they just knew that nothing was going to get done in Congress, right? Nothing was going to get done in the Senate. They knew that, you know, that was their talking points given to them by their handlers. Right? Now the shit's hitting the fan. And we got a real crisis happening at the border. They all doing a heel turn. Now they need help. Now they don't got enough resources. Now they don't got enough shelters, right? Y'all didn't know that shit back then when y'all was posturing up? Y'all didn't know that shit when y'all was posturing up? Huh? That's my question. Jay says, oh, now it's a problem. It wasn't a problem before. What's up, Emmanuel Presley? Says Governor Abbott got the attention now. Yeah, he do. Not to mention, didn't he just put like Texas in a state of emergency? Didn't he just put Texas in a state of emergency, saying that they're under invasion? Oh man, Jay said the media was saying it was all a stunt and won't impact the cities. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to retract that one, right? I wonder if they're going to retract that one. Steph Colonel said they talking about capacity stuff. They weren't talking that shit when they was pump faking. Yeah, I didn't know that AZ was calling that, y'all. What's up, Andrew? Andrew says DC can't handle its homeless population now. What made her think she could handle a wave of? Because she never thought she was going to have to. She was just virtue signaling and posturing, man. She's virtue signaling and posturing. You know what I mean? Viviana, what's going on? She said, I saw that they put Haitians on the plane and sent them back. Yeah, they did. I think they promised to take them somewhere else when the motherfuckers woke up and they was back in Haiti. It's like, damn. Right? Oh my gosh. The white man do not like Haiti. I'll tell you that much. That shit is crazy. But yeah, so keep a lookout on that situation. That's going to become an issue. Now, like I said in that video that you guys watched in the beginning, Nickel Slick, he stopped the wall from being completed, right? Donnie T had completed so much of that wall. So they were getting ready to fill in some holes at some major crossings, right? And right before they was able to finish that part of the wall, right as soon as he got in office, he cut that shit. He cut that shit short, right? He cut that shit short. But motherfuckers could just drive through the wall, literally drive through the wall, because they were actually getting ready to start construction on it. So they had, like, you know, dirt roads made so they can get the fucking materials and shit to and fro. You feel me? And then he stopped it, and they literally had fucking makeshift dirt roads to drive straight through that shit. Straight through that shit. And you tell me that shit wasn't by design. You tell me they ain't want that shit to go down like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all believe in that Build Back Better bullshit still? You know what I mean? That shit's crazy. Now, he about to finish the wall. Donnie T did. They all wanted the wall. You heard it in the video. You heard it come out of Biden's mouth. You heard what Barrio said. You know, but when you show this shit to liberals and Democrats, they be like fucking short circuiting, because, like, okay, so your fearless leaders, your Black Jesus and his Judas, They both said it. Not to mention you had Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and those guys advocating for the wall too. $25 billion they wanted for that. So when Donnie T asked for $25 billion, and everybody thought, oh my God, that's so much money, blah, blah, blah. What about when Barry O was asking for that same amount of money to do the same thing? The hypocrisy of the left, people. The hypocrisy of the left. Just remember that shit. Anyway, there's another story I wanted to touch on too. This is from the Washington Post. This shit getting crazy, guys. What we tell you, Hotep's been told you this shit. Hotep's been told you this shit. Holy shit. Hold on. Here we go. Let's cut on over here from the Washington Post. DC schools expand cove-based vacation mandate. Unlike most other districts. This is from when? July. This is from today. DC students who are 12 and older must be vacationed against the cove base to attend schools this upcoming academic year. The youth vacation mandate in DC is among the strictest in the nation, according to the health experts, and is being enacted in a city with wide disparities in vacation rates between its white and black children. Overall, about 85% of the students between the ages of 12 and 15 have been vacationed against the virus, but the rates dropped to 60% among black children in this age range. Hotep's been told you. We've been telling you that by the next school year, they were going to be trying to have your kids get that jab. Meanwhile, they just had a press conference. I think it was Thursday. Was it Thursday or Wednesday? Might have been Wednesday. That said, hey, you had to make that experimental medicine that we've been putting in y'all. Yeah, it turned out it don't work. Turn out it don't prevent shit. But they still insist on getting your kids, making your kids take this shit. They still insist on it. We told y'all that was coming down the pipe. That's why we've been advocating for homeschooling. You know, again, you know, hey, Natasha, if you can't throw that in the joint, you know, go to hotepnation.com/donate. Donate what you can. We're trying to get a homeschool initiative going where we can get all the resources and information that parents need to start homeschooling their children or their community. You know, this shit is crazy, man. We got my man Jimmy Doss with a 20. Appreciate you, Jimmy. All fine and good when it wasn't at their door. These people kill babies so the government doesn't have to provide. That's facts. Actually, they actually hate people more than anyone. They love the pandemic, taking out citizens, trash government. That is facts. Bruh, that's how they do. Like, I think the school system here in my district, we're here in Maryland, they relaxed a lot of that shit. My son don't gotta wear that shit to school. They're not mandating any of this shit right now. The minute they start mandating that shit is a problem. We gotta rectify that. I may be finding private schooling for my son or personal schooling for my son for somebody to teach him here or wherever. But that shit ain't happening with my kids. Period. Full stop. You know what I mean? They'll be homeschooled or something, but it ain't. They will not be returning to, you know, any institution like that. So instead, it says, is it not funny they use the term flyover states so casual, and now they get to know what it's really like? Bruh. Exactly. We're at the Left's Eat the Left chapter of Build Back Better. That exactly. Our Doug says everything is by design. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit getting weird out here in these streets. Where am I at? Let me see. Exactly, stuff Hotep's been told you. Yeah, we're at that warning point, man. We're there. Jay says Oklahoma will ban that movie. Yeah, Oklahoma sound like, I think Oklahoma is a state that will ban that shit. You know what I mean? Thing about here in Maryland, I don't know, because now, although he was a rhino, Hogan's not running no more. So I don't know who the fuck gonna get in there. I know a guy front running, name was Wes Moore. He's a Democrat, but we'll see. He's supposed to be like a Democrat that kind of like, it's kind of center. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna be interesting. Emmanuel says it's war on population. That is true. Andrew says mandated with no scientific data to back it up as being necessary. Yeah, the stab is just another boot to put on people's necks. It's facts. The American public doesn't realize when the American economy is struggling, millions of people around the world are dying. Yeah, so I just want to bring that to y'all attention, people. So keep a lookout on that for in your local districts. See what they're trying to do. Get active now. School starts in the end of August, I think, for most people. So find out what the deal is. Make some fucking noise. You know what I mean? Because this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? They think they have agency over your kids' bodies. You know, they think they have agency over your kids' bodies. You know what I mean? And not only that, right? Check this shit out. So I've been keeping track of the shit in Maryland. So we had 90 cases of the Donkey Kong or the Liberace. We had 90 cases of the Liberace in Maryland. Now we're looking at 111 cases in just a few days of the Liberace. It seems like they're gonna try to hit us with a 1-2. You feel me? We got the Cove base, and then we got the Liberace coming. I don't know, like I said, for the Liberace, using an already existing vacation from another pox. You feel me? But the thing is, I don't know if that shit stepped on. I don't know if that shit stepped on. We'll find out. But 111 cases. So it says, with Liberace cases on the rise across the U.S., there are now more than 110 confirmed cases of disease in Maryland, according to the latest data released by Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC has documented 4,907 Liberace cases nationwide as of Friday. More than a quarter of those cases were detected in New York. God damn. So maybe that video that Big Poppy shared with Uncle Hotep, Shorty might have had that shit. I don't think she was a fiend, yo. She looked too healthy to be a fiend. You know what I mean? But thing about it is, remember when the AIDS shit broke out, right? A lot of the women that was getting it was because their husbands was on the down low. You feel me? So that could be an issue here. Since it's on the skin. So if you give a motherfucker a hug or whatever, or a handshake, probably it can that shit is crazy, man. Shit is nuts. A significantly smaller number of cases, 111, have been recorded in Maryland, despite that Maryland has more Liberace cases than nearby Virginia and Delaware combined. Virginia is reporting 76 cases and Delaware is reporting 3 cases. 3 U.S. states, Alaska, Montana, and Wyoming, have yet to report any Liberace cases. The growing number of cases come as health authorities take steps to combat the spread of Liberace. San Francisco issued a state of emergency Thursday as the number of cases approaches the 300 mark. The World Health Organization declared the outbreak a global emergency over the weekend. So now you got the Cove base and the Liberace competing against each other. Now you got the Cove base and the Liberace competing against each other. All right, they're gonna use them both. I think the Liberace might be the next step to putting us in the house again. Thing is, how friendly is that Liberace vacation gonna be in the body with the Cove base vacation already running rampant? That's the question. My man Jabari Judah with the 10. He says, gonna have to watch the replay a couple of shekels for you, Hotep and Build. I appreciate you, bro. Salute. But this shit is crazy. Emmanuel says the Sassy Pox is taking over Maryland. Hey, Emmanuel, you in DC though, yo. Be careful now. I know this shit coming there. Is the cases is going up, but you know that DC gonna fucking they will not be outdone. You know what I mean? Anyway, Jay says they must have put that shingles on those vacation packages, bruh. That's true. How does Liberace hit him like this after Pride Month, bro? I would like to know if that if that coincides. Like that 9 pages of fucking side effects. I would like to know if that was one of those things. You know, that makes sense though, Jay. You know. Emmanuel says, I still don't think hundreds of cases in Maryland is enough to warrant a response. It's not, bro. I don't think so either. You know what I mean? Jabari says the smallpox vacation back in the day was suspected for giving people the... Ooh, is that right? Ooh, bruh. That's interesting. That's interesting. The Munich Security Conference made a simulation of 2021 with lipstick, and what do you know? It came with a date and all, bro. Bruh, they're gonna turn people into zombies like that Colombian nightclub drug, man. That shit coming. They want people to eat people and shit. That Soylent Green shit is coming. Telling you, shit is crazy, bro. Let me see something. Hey Jabbar, I hope everything all right with you, bro. I see that Emmanuel said prayers for Jabbar. I hope everything working. I hope everything all right, bro. Oh, here we go. I'll email you. Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I just seen what you put in the chat. Sorry to hear that, man. Prayers up, bro. Prayers up. I lost a couple boys like that, yo. I lost a couple boys like that. But yeah, prayers up for you and your peoples, yo. All right, let's get to the next story. So this is from the New York Post as well. So check it, right? And I told people this shit already. I said they don't want to just get rid of quote unquote assault weapons. They want to get rid of anything that got the ability, right? They want to get rid of anything that got the ability to hold more than 10 rounds. Not anything that can hold, anything that got the ability to hold more than 10 rounds, right? And that means something as simple as a fucking handgun. Something as simple as a fucking handgun, they want to get rid of. Anything that has the ability to hold more than 10 rounds. So this is from the New York Post. House passed a semi-automatic gun ban. Semi-automatic gun ban after 18-year lapse. The House passed legislation Friday to revive a ban on semi-automatic guns. See how this is semi-automatic guns? They're not saying assault, but every gun, damn near every gun except for revolvers, which I would kind of argue that a revolver would be semi-automatic because every time you pull the trigger, it shoot. But apparently revolvers aren't considered semi-automatic guns. And shotguns and muzzle loaders and bolt actions, right? You know, so for revolver, shotguns, bolt actions, muzzle loaders, everything, every gun is a semi-automatic gun, whether it be a rifle or a handgun. And they want to ban semi-automatic guns. And I said this shit. Matter of fact, it was one of my videos that went viral on Twitter like a year ago. One of my first videos. I said that they come after anything with the ability to hold more than 10 rounds. Shit is crazy. So check it. The House passed legislation Friday to revive a ban on semi-automatic handguns, the first vote of its kind in years, in a direct response to firearms often used in a crush of mass shootings ripping through communities nationwide. Once banned in the U.S., the high-powered firearms are now widely blamed as the weapon of choice amongst young men, responsible for many of the most devastating mass shootings. But Congress allowed the restrictions first put in place in 1994, along with that 94 crime bill, on the manufacture and sales of the weapons to expire a decade later. Unable to muster the political support to counter the powerful gun lobby and reinstate the weapons ban, Speaker Nancy Pelosi pushed the vote toward passage in the Democratic-run House, saying the earlier ban saved lives. The earlier ban did not save lives. The violent crime trend was on the downtrend when they did that. On top of that, 2004 is when it stopped, right? 2004 is when it stopped. It was still on the downtrend until, what was it? Actually, that didn't have nothing to do with it. He used 2 handguns in the Virginia Tech shit. He used 2 handguns. He used 2 SIGs, if I'm not mistaken. But then you had, the shit that, and then you had, when was Columbine, yo? When was Columbine? Let's find out when Columbine was. When was Columbine? Was Columbine in the 90s? I'm fucking... So Columbine happened in 1999. If I'm not mistaken, they used... And so the ban was in place in 1999. If I'm not mistaken, they used rifles in 1999. Guess that ban didn't work for that, did it? Right? And then we had the shit that, old Alex Jones is on trial for right now happen. Which a lot of this shit, when you look back at it, seemed like treadstone, but I digress on that. Anyways, back to the story. The House legislation is shunned by Republicans who dismissed it as an election year strategy by Democrats. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly an election year strategy, people. Almost all Republicans voted against the bill, which passed 2017 to 2013. It will likely stall in the Senate 50-50. I hope it stalls in the Senate. See, the thing is, right, guys, and we all know this, I'm preaching to the choir. If there's anybody new in the thing, in the stream, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It lets you know when I got new content coming out. Please, guys, please share the stream. Please share the stream. I appreciate you guys. Please share the stream. My man Art Dog with the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, built my AR with kit and low receiver. Yeah. Build my AR with kit and low receiver of buy one. Yeah. A couple of them up there were built by yours truly. I got one that ain't finished yet. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or not. We'll see. But yeah, so for all these people that are new here and you don't know, criminals don't give a fuck about these gun laws. They don't care about these bans, right? Fucking fully automatic guns are prohibited unless you got a tax stamp from the ATF and the government. But guess what? These young niggas run around here with these switches. They got switches on the back of these Glocks, right? They're not supposed to. It's illegal. But guess what? They don't care. They don't give a shit. Because that's criminals and people that want to do harm to people. They don't give a shit about shit like that. They don't give a shit about that type of stuff. See, the thing is, all these gun laws do is hurt law-abiding citizens. That's all it does. You know, people that's going to abide by the rules, but criminals ain't. So what that does is it leaves the law-abiding citizens hamstrung and at the mercy of the criminal and the government, right? Because also in this bill, they made a provision that says that law enforcement, former law enforcement, or military don't have to abide by any of this shit. They would just want you helpless and defenseless. They just want you limited to a fucking 6-round revolver or a fucking 8-round shotgun, right? Like this, I'll show you. They want you to have one of these, right? They just want you to be able to do this. That's it. Every time I pull the trigger on this shit, I got to do that. And this motherfucker only got a 5-round magazine. That's a real soothing sound, ain't it? Or this. This is all they want you to have. This gun right here. This is my nice Mossberg 930. Only holds 8 rounds. And that's because I got an extension tube on it. That's all they want you to have. That's it. This right here, that's too many bullets. That's too many rounds in a gun. You can't have this. There's too many rounds in a gun. You can't have this. You can't. That's it. Look at that shit. That's that Sam Fisher right there. Call it the Sam Fisher. Anybody that plays Splinter Cell. That's too many bullets. This right here in the magazine, it's a standard capacity magazine for this gun. 20 rounds is too many bullets to have. Too many bullets to have. You can't have this. You can't have it. This here, just a 9mm. Just a 9mm. Just a damn. I'm about to knock my shit up. This is a 9mm. But oh, wait a minute. It holds the standard capacity magazine for this is 30 rounds. You can't have this. You won't be able to have this. You can't have this. Because they deem it, because the gun looks scary and they want to make it seem like, oh, he got 30 rounds. He's automatically going to win that fight. No. No, they're not going to automatically win that fight. As we just seen in what's that, Indiana? Dude had an AR. A man with a fucking, matter of fact, this is what the guy that took out the shooter in the mall in Indiana, his gun looked just like this. He had an optic on it. Let's see. He had an optic on it. Right? See that? He had an optic on it. Don't worry, guys. Gun is nothing in the magazine. Ain't shit in the gun. I only keep like a handful of guns with anything in it, and that's just one down here, which is in the safe, and then one, like 2 or 3 upstairs. Anyway, so his gun looked like this. He had an optic on top, which made that 40-yard shot really fucking easy. This right here made that 40-yard shot that fucking easy. But he had a standard capacity magazine in his Glock. Red dot. Defeated a bad guy that had an AR. So that whole handgun can't defeat an AR is bullshit, in my opinion. In my opinion. Anyway. Like some of the Republicans are saying, this is just a election. This is an election year stunt to get reelected. You know what I mean? So hopefully this dies in the Senate. We'll find out because it went on to the Senate. I guess Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Shit crazy. Let me see. But yeah, hopefully it dies in the Senate and then we don't have to deal with that. But they're trying hard. They're trying really fucking hard. Again, they want to leave you defenseless. They want the monopoly on power to be in the hands of the state. But little beknownst to them, the monopoly of power is not only going to be in the hands of the state, it's going to be in the hands of the criminals. Go figure. But they don't give a fuck about that because they don't give a fuck about you, the people. Oh, man. Jimmy says, I love that sound, but even at the end of the day, they will come for that too. That is facts, Jimmy. They'll say that that gun shoots too far. Oh, that gun has the ability to shoot a mile. Watch, that's what they'll do with that. My hunting rifle, my bolt action hunting rifle. Jay says, did you speak on the ghost gun buybacks? I think they're going to use those for frameworks and ops. I believe it. It's stupid, quote unquote, ghost gun buybacks. See, the thing about ghost guns, right? They're trying to conflate ghost guns with polymer 80s. Polymer 80s, as described by the ATF, are not guns. They're not firearms until they're finished. When they're finished, they become firearms, according to the ATF. And even when it becomes a firearm when it's finished, as long as you have no intention of selling it, or as long as you don't sell it, or you're not manufacturing guns to sell them, it's perfectly legal. It was perfectly legal. Now they're trying to change the rules. They're trying to move the goalposts. Now they're conflating ghost guns, which are guns that had the serial number scratched the fuck off of them, that were stolen or whatever, throwaway guns, with these polymer 80s that people, build in their home. See, like people like me, and you hear Coleon Noir say it, and you hear Maj Touré say it. No, they don't want gun control. They want an all-out ban on all guns. Period. Full stop. That's what they want. They're just being disingenuous about their motives. When you hear Joe Nicholslick talking about, oh, we got to ban 9mm, the high caliber hot 9mm, the standard millimeter that like most guns come in, law enforcement and otherwise, because it blows the lung out. You hear Sheila Jackson Lee talking about a fucking AR-15 is as heavy as 10 boxes and whatever the fuck she said. When you got Beto O'Rourke talking about, yeah, we're coming after your AK-47s, yeah, we're coming after your AR-15. They want everything. They want everything. Now they talking about semi-automatic gun ban, which is almost every gun. Hell, there's even some semi-automatic shotguns. Like I said, guys, find out who your legislator is or your senator is and write them. Say, yo, we don't want that. Tell them they're going to get voted out if that happens. But hopefully it stalls in the Senate. Anyway, let's get to the last story of the night, which you all came to the channel for. The last story of the night. Where is this from? The Washington Times. Lawmakers call for Biden to take cognitive tests, say Americans deserve absolute confidence in him. Dozens of Republican lawmakers called for President Biden to take a cognitive test, citing a spate of gaffes they say call into question the 79-year-old's fitness for the job. Republican Ronnie Jackson, a Texas Republican who served as the presidential physician to former presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump, led 54 of his colleagues urging Mr. Biden to submit a cognitive test immediately. The American people should have absolute confidence in their president, knowing that he or she can perform their duties as head of state and commander-in-chief. The lawmakers wrote in a letter to the president, they deserve full transparency on the mental capabilities of their highest elected leader. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment. A similar letter last year garnered support from 37 Republican co-signers. Mr. Jackson said his concerns over Mr. Biden's presence of mind have only grown since last year. So if you're catching the replay, guys, leave a comment. Do you think President Biden is fit to hold office? You know, if you feel like, you know, he's in mental decline, he's in cognitive decline, he's a fucking space cadet, he's fucking out to lunch. You know, him taking his lid at 1 p.m. every day, you know, shitting his pants at the Vatican, you know, having to have a fucking cheat sheet on how to fucking survive through life and shit like that. That's a problem for you. You might want to say no. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Joe Biden's fit to hold office? That's my question. That's my question to you. Portia Anderson says, I love how people act like banning guns will end attacks, like knives and arrows aren't available. Facts. If people really want to do harm to people, right, they're going to figure that shit out. They don't need to use a gun. Jimmy Dawes says, imagine being the government and having limitless power and control and pretending like the lobbies not American people are stopping your horseshit. That's true. That's true. That's true. So let's get back to this story. Yeah, I think he should take a cognitive test. I think Joe Biden should take a cognitive test. Remember, Ronnie Jackson, who was the presidential physician for Donnie T, he performed a cognitive test on Donnie T because all of the Democrats kept asking for it. They wanted this because they remember they were trying to do the 25th. They thought Donnie T was crazy. They wanted to see if he was mentally fit because he was drinking fucking diet soda and eating McDonald's or some shit like that. But Donnie T said, all right, cool, I'll play along. He did his shit. He came back cool. They said he was sharp as a tack. But now that Republicans are calling for the same deal with Nickel Slick, right? They were calling for the same deal for Nickel Slick. Democrats don't want to see it. Democrats don't want to see it. They don't want him to get a cognitive test because they already know how it's going to come back. They already know how it's going to come back. But I think they have their own way they're going to try to do the 25th on this man. We all know that he's tested positive for the base again. They're trying to call it some rebound shit I ain't never heard of in my life. But they got that, and I think they got their own way of them trying to get him out of the paint. They're going to try to make it seem like a blaze of glory type situation. You know, let him go down swinging or whatever you want to call it. Bow out gracefully, I guess you could say. You know, cognitive decline, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but I guess it's easier to, you know, manipulate this man because he can't think straight, you know. And, you know, on top of that, you know, they say the office of the president, you know, that shit fucking add years to your life, you know. It could be the stress of that and his son fucking him up. But I think that he needs to take that cognitive test. I think that cognitive test is going to tell us a lot. But I don't think it should be with the house doctor. Just like when they were tripping like, oh, Ronnie Jackson's capping for Trump and all this other shit, right? I was like, okay, we'll get an independent doctor to run the test. You know, I don't think the White House president, send him to the Naval Hospital. Let him run the test there. You know, that's just my opinion on that. Portia says, as a person studying psychology, this is basically elder abuse. Biden needs 2 scoops of ice cream, a window to stare out of, and a blanket on his shoulder in his rocking chair. Yeah. I hope they don't stress him out and he passes away. Yeah. They don't give a fuck about him either, though. Andrew says, you're going to get accurate results on Biden's cognitive test right after the Ghislaine Maxwell client list is released to the public. I like that. I feel excuse me. I feel you on that, though. I feel you on that. Let's see what y'all at on this poll, though. So we got when I did the poll, is President Biden fit to hold office? 84% said no, and 15% says yes. That's interesting. 32 votes. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. In other news, before I get out of here, I guess Brittany Griner's the trade request for the Lord of War in exchange for Brittany Griner was fucking declined, and she's not happy. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why they thought that shit was going to pass. I was like, may not happen. You know, he been over this motherfucker for so long. They probably don't give a shit about that man. It's a fucking arms dealer. You know, but Godspeed to Brittany Griner, man. We'll see how this goes. You know, because I guess if they wouldn't be trying to pull these measures if they didn't think that this trial might not go her way. It's going to be interesting to see. You know, also before I get out of here, there's two things I wanted you guys to take a look at. Let me see. See if I can't pull it back up. Let me see. Here we go. So check it right from Michael Caputo's Twitter. I'll retweet it actually. So if you guys go to my Twitter and get it, America's Ukraine problem didn't start with Donnie T at all. This whole thing started years ago and led to mass murder on the Maiden. Okay, and now a brutal war. My documentary film shot in 2019 gives you vital background. Now it's free on Rumble Video. So if you go to Michael Caputo on Rumble, it'll pop up. Or you can just click the link in my my retweet. Go check that shit out. I'm gonna check it out tonight too. I'm interested to see. Also, if you go to Rumble, let me see if I can't pull it up too. A second. Let's see. Let's just go over there real quick. Here we go, right here. I don't know if I could play the trailer. I don't know how YouTube going to trip. I don't know. So check it, right? I'm gonna just let y'all see this shit real quick. Also from Play Nice Films, they got all this on Rumble. Play Nice Films, right? You got Alex War that just came out yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I guess you could watch it through Locals. Yeah. Play Nice.locals. I got it, so I'm gonna go watch that probably tonight or tomorrow. It's Alex War. So you can go over there, look at the trailer, and then if you feel so compelled to do so, you can click on the Locals thing and contribute and help Alex Jones and watch the Alex War. I think that was two interesting things to bring up. You know what I mean? Free Mark Ponder, I hear that. This wouldn't be the first time the president's severe health problems was hidden from the public. Remember FDR with polio? Yeah, I think they said they saying his wife ran the fucking White House at the time. I hear that shit. Rumble finally got a dark mode. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. I appreciate you guys rolling with me. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. You can share before, during, or after the stream. I appreciate you guys. Help me beat this algorithm. I really appreciate that. If you're here catching the replay, leave a comment. The question of the day is, do you think that President Biden is fit to hold office? Leave your answer in the comment section. Anyway, this is Ken Hotep saying stay safe, stay well, Stay strapped. Free Mark Ponder. I'll holler at you.